Good day, guys. Thanks for visiting That Journal Guy. My name is Richard, and today is going to be a little bit of a stationary haul, as well as an update from my journals since we started November. But I wanted to start it off with a little bit of a confession as far as journaling is concerned. Since the last video, I actually experienced quite a bit of journaler's block, which I didn't think was a problem because if you did watch the last video, I mentioned that there was some evolution happening in my spreads to make it a little easier to keep up with. So it wasn't necessarily a system that was not working for me as far as why I was blocked from journaling. But life in general started getting a little bit busy. We started doing a work from home plan from my office here, and we were trying to wrestle with details in that regard. And it was actually a little bit not stressful, but I mean, the change had put a little bit of pressure on us to step up in different ways that we've never stepped up before. So I find I had no time to journal at work. Even taking updates in my notes app on my desktop wasn't working for me. I just didn't have it in me. So I know that you guys have only been following me for a short while, and I appreciate all the support, and we continue to climb slowly as I'm over 220 subscribers now since my last video where I said we had just broken 200. And again, I keep thanking you always for being the few and faithful that have chosen to subscribe and stick with me here as we continue to explore this whole journaling journey with me. But yeah, I would be remiss not to confess that having a block once in a while has been, challenging for me. And I'm hoping that how I approach November will help me get back on track. So I did find some really cool things, and I did share the stamp block, and I'm going to sort of test it out with you guys live here, or so to speak. I haven't actually put it onto paper yet, so I'm hoping that I can do a little bit of test pages with you with the new stuff, especially the pens that I found and everything, and yeah, show off my gaming spreads as well as how November is starting to finally look in my journal. So I do appreciate you visiting today, tuning in. Let's go onto the tabletop and see what I have to share. Before I do, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe, please hit like on the video, share it out, let people know about That Journal Guy. And I hope that everyone that visits continues to be, inspired or intrigued, or at least have some sort of takeaway as far as something positive that helps you with your own journaling journey. So let's go onto the tabletop and see what I've got to share with you today. So as you can see here, I have everything laid out that I want to share with you today. Now, although the super tips and the stencils and the ink pad are not part of the haul, I want to use them to demonstrate the the stamp block that I bought from Michaels very recently for a whole 27 cents. I'm actually going to give you a little close-up of that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, the reason why this is so important for me is because I want to use these icons as part of my Bujo badge system. So I'm really excited about how those might turn out. So hopefully there'll be time in the video to do that. But first I want to show you, before I get into the journal stuff, some of the awesome pens that I got. Actually, no, I do need my journal because I want to open it up to a test page so that I can see how well these pens actually work here. So I'm going to open that up and let's switch things up here. Okay, excellent. All right, so I've got some awesome pen and gear pens that I found at Walmart, and these were on clearance many weeks ago now. I just haven't had a chance to haul them. These gel pens I might have hauled before on my Instagram, but these were only, I think it was like a dollar or $2. And the same goes for these gel pens, which are retractable. So the color of the ink is obviously prevalent either on the clicker or on the pen cap, depending on which pen you use. So I have used these before, but I'm going to open them and demonstrate them today. So you can sort of see, whoa, how great these are. So I'm going to throw that away, and we'll see how well I can write and do this live, because I haven't actually tried doing this yet here. So I'm actually going to, let's see here. Oh my gosh, I've never done this before. So bear with me here, because usually my face has to be really close to my writing for me to do this here. So this is the nice black. So this is, I'm just gonna write pen and gear. Oh yeah, look at that. Black. And I think this is a 0.70. So that's really nice. That feels really nice. These are really nice and smooth here. Here's a pen and gear blue. And here's a light blue. Oh, it's not starting. Uh-oh. There it goes. These feel really nice. Here's a nice green. Very light green though. And let's see if you can see the yellow. I'm not sure if you'll catch that. Oh, actually you do. And I love how iridescent that feels. Look at that, that's nice. And here's an orange. Oops. There we go. This one's a little bit skippy. And let's try our purple. There we go. Once you get the ink flowing, it flows very well. This one is nice and contrasty here, like that. And our pink, which I'll probably not use a lot of, but at least I have that option. There. So that doesn't turn out too badly there. So nice bright solid colors there. And I'm going to try out these retractable pens now. Again, 0.07 tips. There's 8 colors in here. And there we go. Oh, I love the look of these ones. Aren't those gorgeous? Holy smokes. So similar look and feel here. Sorry, probably a similar look as far as the ink is concerned, but the pen is completely different. I love the way the clicker looks. It's almost refined in its look as far as a pen is concerned. So that's kind of neat. But let's see how they write. Oh, there's that little bit of bump on the ink there. There we go. Perfect. So let's do pen and gear again. Ooh. Now the grip is actually making a bit of a difference here. Feels nice. Feels really nice. Here's the lighter blue. Oh, I gotta take care of that tip. Sorry. There we go. Ooh. Okay, so the clickers seem to be a little bit more of a refined ink almost. There's a little bit more of ooh, I like the green on this one. Wow, pen and green. Whoops, sorry. Okay, here's the dark blue. The regular blue. Very nice contrasty pen. This one is it just another black? I think it is. Okay, so we won't test that one, but I'm sure it's the same. Here's a red one. Oh, I like the red too. Okay, the yellow one. Let's see how much brighter this yellow is or how deeper it is. Oh, I like that. It's more of a golden yellow here. That's nice. And the last but not least, the nice purple here. Mace Windu's color. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll know exactly what I mean. Nice. So my scribbling's a little bit, but you can sort of see that the ink on the clicker pens are a little bit more contrasty than the ones that are from the regular stick pens. So that's an interesting find. But I'm really happy that I found that these clicker pens are probably going to be my favorites. Wow, those are really nice. However, these colors can serve their purpose as well. So nice pen gear haul from Walmart. Now these Take Note Crayola markers are actually clicker pens, but they have 3 different colors on each, and they're basically shades of colors for each pen. So pink, green, blue, and purple. So I'm going to open those up and I'm going to give those a test. Look at that. So they really do look and feel like the old clicker pens, the old school clicker pens, if you know what I'm talking about, that has 4 colors. These have 3 colors each, but they're just shades of the same color. So let's try, well, let's go dark to light here. So I'm going to use the darker green ombre pen here. So Crayola, whoa, dark green. And then I'm going to switch to the medium green. Oops, it's a little bit of cap on there. Medium green. And then we'll go to the light green. Oops. Neat. So I like how those colors pop off of there. That's kind of cool. Okay, so let's try the blue. We'll go Crayola dark blue. Oops, get rid of the wax here. So let's go clean that off. Okay, good. So Crayola. Ooh, it's almost like a ultramarine there. So I'll call it dark blue though. And let's see if I can find the medium blue. Oops. So I try to get those wax tips off here. There we go. Medium blue. And light blue. There we go. Nice. I like those shades. Wow. This is not bad. Now, the reason why this is an important find for me is because I actually found these Crayola pens from Dollarama, not from the normal department stores. So this set of Crayola pens actually only cost $2.50 for me, whereas I've seen them in the stores for $4 or $5 or even more per set. So this is a really super find here. Let's go with the dark purple. Actually, that's not dark, that's medium. This is dark. Aha, there we go. And then let's go lighter. Oops. Sorry that my writing is deteriorating as I try to go through this for you guys here. This one's a little bit more, I'm going to call it dark pink, but it's not really pink. Let's go to the medium pink. Okay. And the lighter pink. Nice. Oh my goodness. So again, these Crayola gel pens I found at Dollarama for about $2.50, and you can sort of see how the shades sort of all complement one another. So that's really cool because you can use these. For me, it could be a really good way to add color to my layouts with slight differences, and add a little bit of a gradient effect if I use lines of varying shades one after the other. So that's actually a really nice find. I'm so happy that I got those. All right, what else do I want to show you? Okay, so I want to do a really quick test of these awesome Bujo badge stamps. They're not Bujo badge stamps. They're not made for my Bujo badges, but I can't believe that Michaels, out of all places, in their clearance bin had this awesome stamp set for me to purchase for 27 cents Canadian. So what an awesome find. So if you've seen my Bujo badge system, I'm actually going to just sort of turn to yesterday. So I usually have money, household stuff, my Bujo time, self-care, family time, work time, intake or my food, as well as recreational time, whether it's video games, movies, whatever. So I usually have like a little heart, a little bit of a house, a little house symbol, a little page symbol, a little plus, a little heart, a little lock symbol, a little spoon, and a little 3 dots for my Bujo badge icons that I draw in there with gel pens. So the idea of buying this stamp block is that I want to possibly use different things for my Bujo badges. So the $ is perfect for, that's what I use for my red badge. So the $ would be great for my money. I do have a little house symbol for my household time. I've got a pencil that I can use for my Bujo time. Self-care, maybe I'm going to use the weights, or I might use my plus like I normally do already, but the weights is actually neat because it is part of my self-care. There is a heart, of course, for my family time. My work time, I'm not sure if I'm going to put maybe my email. Maybe I'll use the email symbol as my work time. Intake, there is a fork and knife there. And then for my playtime, I'm not sure yet. I'm looking at this, maybe the ampersand symbol, maybe the wine symbol, maybe the star. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to decide that. But I want to quickly try to do some Bujo badge testing on my test page here. So I'm just going to quickly use, this is an Artco archival stamp pad from Walmart. These are really inexpensive, like $3 Canadian. All I'm going to do here is actually do a quick, I'm going to just stamp them all at once. So here we go. So these are all the stamps. I'm just going to stamp them all at once. See if I can get ink on all of it. I don't want them to fall apart here. Okay. There we go. They're all stamped. Oh, I kind of got them all. Okay, let's see. Which ones didn't show up here? Oh, the heart didn't show up. Let's do the heart real quick here. Okay. The heart didn't show up. Let's see if I can do the heart real quick. There we go. So the way I want to use the badge, like if I was going to, those look really good. Oh my gosh. So what I'd like to do is, like, let's do a test badge of my Bujo time. So I'm going to carefully get this ink out of the way. And let's just make a circle in here like that. So that's normally how I would do my Bujo badge, and then for my Bujo time. And then if I just pull out the pencil and put that in the middle, whoops, let's make it right side up. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way so you guys can see it real close here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get that out of the way. I'm making a big mess here. Okay, but look at that. Isn't that awesome? That looks really cool. Like, oh, neat. Oh, I love them. So that's going to be great. So that's basically the effect that I'm going for, is that I'm going to put a circle and then put the stamp on top of it rather than stamp and then ink, right? So I don't want the Crayola marker to get all messed up by the black ink. So I'm actually gonna make my badges that way. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, that's gonna work so great. I'm so happy I found that. Okay, so I'm gonna cut for a second while I put this stuff away, and then we're gonna do a quick journal update as to see how I'm trying to keep up with November here. Okay, so I have to say this is probably a more scattered kind of video than I've ever done. I hope you guys are following along okay. But as I mentioned before at the start of the video, I was experiencing some journal block, and I can show you that. Here's my confession here, that the last of my pages for October did not get filled in. So here's the 24th, 25th, 26th, and then the 28th came around, 29th, 30th. I just did not get back into it because of, just life in general being pretty busy. Then when I hop into my November pages, I was going to use this as a Bujo tracker, but or weather tracker. I still can, but yeah, I've missed a whole week of doing that. So it's more of a monthly overview versus it being a tracker of anything. So the first week, as beautiful as rainbowy as it was, yeah, I just never got into the journal until yesterday, Sunday the 8th. And the one thing that I'm changing as far as my Bujo badges was that, I think what really made it hard for me to get back into was that I was trying to track everything. And I think there was a comment that was made on one of my videos that mentioned, my friend, if I tried to track as much as you are, that I would spend all my time doing my journals and not actually working. And I sort of didn't take offense to it, but I thought it's like, well, everyone's got their own opinion, and I let him be entitled to that. But I realized that it was keeping me from actually keeping this up to date, because it was hard to keep track of everything I spent my money on, and every little thing I did around the house, and every little thing I did in my Bujo, etc., etc., etc. So what I wanted to do was still earn my badges, but instead of trying to earn multiple badges within each category, just try to earn the Bujo badge for that day because there was a highlight in that category. So for Sunday, for example, in my money section, I did an online sale successfully, and I found some really good discount stuff at an outlet store. For my household stuff, I did get some chores done, and my wife surprised me by cleaning up something that was way overdue in the kitchen, and she managed to get up to speed for that, and that was just such a nice thing. So the household stuff felt really good. Getting over the journal block and actually writing my journal, that was worth highlighting. Some of my self-care stuff, how chill it was on that day, and how good it felt to dress up, because we went out, Carla and I went out to shop, and we got a little bit dressed up in not Sunday fancies, but we looked pretty good. So it was nice it just sort of felt good to be dressed up. Obviously, my time with Carla was sort of recorded in my family time, as well as the stuff I did with my boys. It was nice to say I didn't have any work to do in my work section. Even my side gig with my photos, I was completely caught up after the weekend, so this is nice to say. My intake, I'll still probably itemize, but I'll probably be just saying brekkie, lunch, and dinner. And then a more general statement about what I did for recreational time rather than listing every little thing. So that actually has made me feel empowered again to get back into this journal and sort of see it through to the end. So with the 9th and the 10th, it's already planned for today and tomorrow. It's a short week here at work, so we're recognizing Remembrance Day on the 11th, and knowing that I'm off that day. So I had to write a reminder to myself that my Tuesday duties are due today, my Wednesday duties are due on Tuesday, and that sort of keeps me on track. I've even got a little note, am I doing a video today? Well, here I am doing my video. So I'm glad that I'm back into this, and finding a new way to approach my journal without it sort of getting away from me, and then just sort of falling off of it altogether. So I'm really happy to report that to you guys, even though it's a little bit embarrassing to sort of, I feel a little embarrassed to miss those days in this journal. It's nice to know that maybe there's a way for me to salvage this system and still make it work for me. So that is a good victory right there. In my Fortnite journal and my gaming journal, I did start doing some spreads for my NHL season, and I actually started doing little tables in here and making the otherwise just regular lined journal look a little bit more fancy, right? So I'm doing these outlines around the edges to sort of give it a little bit more meat to the thing. It almost looks like a library card or a checkout system, which I don't know why I like boxes, but I need boxes. And I like drop shadows, so I do that extra line as a drop shadow. So my NHL tracker is actually well underway up to last night's game that I played. I'm also keeping track of all the cumulative goals, how many goals I've scored against the team, as well as how many goals were scored against me. And so I've got the date on the game calendar, as well as the team I'm going up against, my final score, my goals tracking, and actually a little note that I actually lost one game. So out of the whole season, I've only lost one game, and I can't believe I lost it all. But c'est la vie. But I mean, I find that this tracking system works much better than the one that I was using in my old orange journal here. And I did start also my Star Wars Battlefront thing. It's not filled out too much because I just started recording stuff in it. But again, I've got pages now for individual classes. So this is for my officer, this is for my heavy gunner, this is going to be for my sniper, as well as my aerial soldier. I did start a spread for my movies and shows, so I'm going to be frequently watched shows and movies will be tracked on this page. And then I'm going to be starting a new Battlefront log on this 2 pages here. And I'm not sure if you're noticing, but I'm also using tabs, which are just colored. And it's just water-based marker, a thick water-based marker that sort of denotes what section these pages are pertaining. So that's NHL. This is Star Wars Battlefront 2, the orange, and then the gray is for movies and shows. So what that does is that if you look very carefully on the edge, you can sort of see the pages are being marked on the edges without using a sticker or anything, right? So that's actually a really good way to tab your pages instead of using a long piece of washi tape, which I've seen. I've also seen the dots, which I've done for my previous journal. I like the clean look of this because it doesn't add any more bulk to my pages. Although there is something oddly satisfying about a journal that started off really flat and gets all puffy because you've used it. I like the look of this tab system, and I can't take credit for it because I've seen it all over the place on Pinterest and on Google, how people are tabbing their pages. And another gamer actually did this idea where she was using colors at certain positions of the pages to denote her progress for different games when she had multiple games on the go, which I do as well, right? So my gaming journal, my play journal is actually underway as well, and it's actually working out well. So that is my video today, a little bit of a haul, my now very messy haul, as well as a really exciting development for my Bujo badges. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So please hit like, please hit subscribe, stay in touch with me so you know what is new and happening here at That Journal Guy. And I hope you guys are inspired, and I hope you guys find some awesome hauls to add to your journal toolbox. And I hope you'll tune in for more. So in the meantime, this is That Journal Guy wishing you well. Journal on, as I always say. Try to have a great start to your week, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care.